Hey, everybody out there watching. This is our mid-November Fish Room Journal update. Some of the tanks are already out. I'm going to try, I have the flash on auto, see if we could see them. We have a really busy week coming up, and I really didn't want to do our update with some of the lights out, but this is literally the only time I have to do it this entire week. So, apologize for the lights being out on some of the tanks. I'm hoping we could still visibly see some stuff. So let's start over here with the saltwater tank, okay? Now I changed the lighting on this. Oh, check it out. This guy's up here. So, you can see we still have a lot of hair algae going on. There's the maroon clownfish. There's the cardinal over there. So what I did with this tank is every time the lights were on, we would get crazy hair algae and stuff. I should have turned those LEDs underneath the 560 off. Too late now. So anyhow, what I did is I have all of the white spectrum removed from the lights. So, and I did it a couple days ago, and it looks like it's getting better. Because when we had the regular lights on, it would just turn into crazy algae farm. When we turned the lights completely off and blacked out, it was all went away, but then we had a pitch black tank. So I've removed the whites, which I think there was like a 3000K white and a 10,000K white. I removed them both, and now it kind of looks cool with the blue. That's where we're at here. I'm trying to see if maybe without the white, this will balance out. Haven't done anything with it yet besides that. We're still tinkering with the lights. Down here, again, sorry, I know the lights are out. Maybe we could see the blue angel. So this tank, we took all the severums out of. There was 2 left, and we moved them over to the big tank. So now the 2 red shoulder rocktail severums are in the big tank, and the third one, the darker colored one, I think it's a green severum. I'm not too familiar with it. That one is over there too, and they're doing good. There's the zigzag eel. So the only thing in here now is the zigzag eel, the blue angel, which seems to be loving being by himself. Definitely enough room for him in a 75. So the blue angel, the zigzag, and one of the tire track eels is in here. Definitely understocked. Cool thing about that is instead of doing weekly water changes, honestly, what I've been doing, I started doing tonight, is the tanks that I know are understocked, like this tank, for example, I just do a water test on the nitrates, and if it's, really light color, like below 10 ppm, I know I can ride it a couple more days. And we found a pretty cool, we thought of a cool trick. I've been taking a dry erase marker and just marking on top of the glass the last water change on these tanks. It makes it way easier for me to keep track of them, so I can know it's been a while on this one. I should test the nitrates. If they're still low, ride it a couple more days. If they're around 20, do the water change. And that's the system we've been working with lately, because a lot of these tanks are really understocked at the moment. There's that big guy, he's out again. That guy's really cool. I'm not sure what kind of crab he is, but he's definitely unique looking. He's really big. He came with like a bundle cleanup crew that I got. Let's scoot on over here. I know Dahlia's lights are out. You can probably still see her. Yeah. Dahlia's doing really good. I've been playing with her a little when I feed her. I've been like putting my hand up there and in the water. I see people do this online all the time. They're just like Oscars. They seem super friendly. So I've just been kind of brushing up on her. I'm not like rubbing her slime coat off or nothing like that. Trying to get her used to like interacting with me more physically, which has been pretty cool. And she's doing really good. Down here, I'm gonna sit down for this one. Down here, I think I told you guys what happened with the red glass barbs. So this tank, and I know it's kind of like cheesy and novelty, the skull with the big coral and these little jewels, but I wasn't sure if I would like it, and I love this. I think it's so neat. I love how the jewels blow around, like they float around. The only thing in this tank, you can see him sticking his head out of the skull, is the other tire track eel. Again, super under stock. So instead of just doing this thing weekly, I'm just checking the nitrates every, so often. And when I see him getting close to 20, I'll do a water change. This guy's been doing really good. I'm trying to hold this still to see if he'll maybe come out. Jeez, I don't know if you heard that, guys. I'm pretty sure that was Dolly on the top tank just smacking the lid. She's probably mad. You already ate. I think maybe I want to try to record a video at the very least with this eel. Like, I'm going to drop a shrimp in there and put the camera on a tripod so we can watch him, because it's really fun to watch him come out. He'll come out, look at the surface, go back in. He'll come out, look. Eventually he'll go up there and slap the shrimp off the surface and drag it down to the bottom. It's fun to watch. He's getting pretty big. I can't wait till these guys get big enough to move into the big tank. And then we're going to have a couple open 75s, and we don't even have the other two set up yet. You going to come out, bud? No? Yeah, maybe I'll do a cool feeding video or something. These ones, I know, still not set up yet. We need to get the stand mounted to the wall and paint the back of the aquariums, because we got the lids, we got extra lights, so we're close, man. But the plans we have for that, the brackish one, we have a specific style and look we want to go with on the brackish, and a specific look Shelby wants to go for on the discus. And I think I want to go a little heavier with the filtration on those than just sponge filters or hobs. So we want to take our time and set those up a specific way we want them to look. As far as mounting them on the walls, I've talked about it before, what we did with the other ones. For anyone that hasn't seen that video, those L brackets we have on all those tanks, those stands like were kind of not very sturdy. So we have L brackets, big wrought iron ones, that we JB welded to the stands and bolted to the walls with. If there was a stud, I blasted into a stud, and if there wasn't, I used toggle anchors, big ones, so it secured them really well. Those, I think it's like Imagitarium is the brand. The stands, they're affordable, but they're a little wobbly with how tall they are, and if anyone owned one and has a heavy tank on there, you'd be like, it's a little wobbly. You'd feel a lot safer if you like secure it to the wall. Like, they're solid once we secured them. Anyhow, we got to do that with the other two. We have the brackets and everything. We just need to take the time. Let's go over here and look at the goldfish tank. Nothing new, but these guys sure are growing pretty well. There's the Ryukin. Their split tails look so cool. They're so pretty. The two Ryukins, there's the Comet, and there's the Shabumpkins. They're probably my favorite. They're getting pretty big. And the Blackmore, don't forget him. That's Derpy. Yeah, those fins are something else. But yeah, they're doing really good. Get closer. Yeah. Look at the scales. They just look so pretty. They're like form. Yeah, like they're formed just like the way they look. They don't have any split fins or nothing. They're just so peaceful and look so clean. Yeah, they're cool. I really enjoy them. So, the night lights already started turning on here. This is where the pike's growing out. There he is. Oh, look at his belly. We have been feeding him like throughout the day. I'll drop a shrimp in for him, walk by, drop a couple massivores in for him. We're just trying to keep him really well fed. And you can see he's got a big old belly because we want him to grow. Yeah, look, he is definitely full. Honestly, I think he could go in the big tank right now, but we're going to play it safe and let him get to a moderate size before we move him over there, because he was hella expensive. We ordered him from Predatory Fins. He was 4 to 5 inches. He's definitely grown a little already, and he was like $250. I mean, we can't wait for him to grow up, get big, show those colors. We're really excited to have him, but we're being extra cautious with when we decide to move him over, just because we don't want anything to happen to him. And the saltwater tank, this one, same thing. I changed the light cycle. The glass is really dirty right now. This looks really bad with the lights out. The green star polyp lately seems to be doing really good. I'm gonna have to get a shot of this when the lights are on. But the pulsing xenia and the green star polyp, practically like fused together, and it looks like they're doing really good. Like, I don't see anything bad happening. This area right here thinned out. This looks awful with the light out. I know I need to get a better shot during the day. This is something I've never seen before. Up on the magnet, a bunch of those zombie snails are up there. I've never seen them up high like that. That's interesting. Power head's still on, yeah. Other one, cool. So these guys, we're out of CO2 right now, and I haven't made any new CO2. So these plants are not going crazy like they normally are, but that's okay. Because we still do liquid fertilizers, and as you can see, they still do good. This guy right here, a girl, I think, and the big black one right here with the busted up lip, which doesn't seem to want to heal, even though I just tested. This water's under 10 nitrates, like ppm right now. Water's super clean, but that just, I don't know, doesn't seem to want to heal. Maybe it's just permanently like that. I don't know. But they just laid eggs. The remnants of it are right there, as you could see. I'm pretty sure they already scarfed down all the fry because I don't see them anywhere. Still got the Corys cruising on the bottom all over the place there. I love those things. They're so fun. For like a cheap, in like price, I mean, you know what I mean by cheap. For like a cheaper, common fish that you can get anywhere, these guys sure are fun to watch, and there's a big school of them. I want to get more too. They were just fighting. That one I think is the male for this pair, and that one is the female for this pair. And yeah, see, I don't know, one day we might have to separate them. I don't know. They've been in there for a long time together. Normally one pair will stay to the right side and one to the left. I don't know why they're all huddled up over here right now. But the jungle valve's doing good. The frog bits are doing good. I mean, they're always doing good. I didn't notice, but some of that jungle bell is almost to the top, which is cool. Let me show you these. The houseplants, the pothos that I was trying to grow. Look back there. So this right here is all roots. And then you can see the base of that one, yeah? And then if you come up, there's the top of them. They're actually growing really well. Most of that is new leaves. And not a lot of these are new, but so there's a new one, like a decent amount of it is new. So it's growing really good, which is cool. We still have the open baskets back there. I haven't really done much with. There's another one of those pothos right there growing out. Yeah, they're not growing crazy fast, but I think it's gonna be really cool when they start to pop out. See, they're already popping out. And then the big tank, I did a water change in today. There's the 3 Severums, actually. There's the, I think it's called a green. He's the runt. It might be a female. These guys had a really bad problem with bullying each other in the other tank. That's why we separated them. We moved the one This one right here, actually. Red shoulder. I'm pretty sure they're red shoulder rocktails. Someone was trying to rehome them, so we just got the 3 of them. See, there was a little aggression. We moved the one over, and his colors just popped in this tank, and he started growing really fast, growth spurt. So we decided to move the other 2 over because we figured in a tank this big, the bullying probably wouldn't be an issue. And they do seem much better in this tank. Yeah, they're doing good. BB's doing good as usual. See this guy, like, he warmed right up to everyone. He comes up with the big fish and everything. Here's Arrow. He's doing really good. He's growing fast. He's eating good. Where are you going, bud? All right, fine. Let's see, who else do we got? Here's Cosmo, the Bleakery. He's doing real good. One thing I couldn't find on them, I kind of tried to look up information on their growth rate when we first got them, and I couldn't find much. I could tell you from experience, like, he's, don't get me wrong, he's growing, but he's definitely not a fast grower. Those African cichlids, the Bleakeries or Starry Nights, not a fast grower, at least not for me. The spotted and tiger striped silver dollars are all doing great still. I think they're growing good. We got our Delhaize Bashir. He's doing great. They're Slick and Socks. Man, they're getting real big. These guys. Always hungry. Let me try to get a shot so you could see like his size. Yeah. It's a pretty good shot. Size, to see their size. We still have the Lapridae in here too, that we named Stanley. I don't see, oh, there he is. Heads up, bud. Right there. It's just chilling over there. So I'm not sure if I showed this in the last video, but if I didn't, I finally replumbed these things. So now this line, I think I did show this. See, I have it's soft plumbed. I have it coming straight down, cutting in, cutting down, so we don't have that obnoxious angle anymore. And I extended the lock line. Here's one thing that happened. When I was cleaning the FX6s recently, I found out the one that I cleaned, I plugged it in, the whole thing was dead. So right now we're actually down in FX. We're running 3 out of 4. The 4th one right there is removed. I have it drying on the back porch. I contacted Hagen, I believe it is, because those FX6s are supposed to have a 3-year limited warranty. So this might be information that other people find useful. I had that thing about a little over 12 months when we bought all 4 of those. It stopped working. I contacted Hagen. They pretty much said, well, it could be the impeller, just buy an impeller kit. Well, first they asked me for where I bought it. They asked me the date, which I don't think a lot of people are going to remember, but I did have that information, so I provided it to them. They asked for my original proof of purchase receipt. I contacted my guy at my local fish store that I got him from, gave him the date, and he was actually able to find it for me, which was really cool. Reprinted it. I provided that to him. After I provided all that to him, they said, well, here's a link to an impeller repair or replacement kit. I would do that. And I go, well, hold on a second. Isn't it under warranty? And they pretty much told me the only thing their warranty covers is the motor. So they told me to buy an impeller, and I said, well, how do you guys even know it's the impeller you're assuming, and you want me to spend the money? So after having that discussion with them, they sent me a free repair kit, which was cool. I replaced the impeller, and it still doesn't work. It would, when I plugged it in, it would go, like do a little bit of that, and then stop. And then every 5 or 6 minutes, it would gurgle again, try to go, and stop. And I took the whole thing apart, cleaned it, replaced the impeller. Like, it was really, really cleaned well. So I contacted them again, and they said, since it's the motor, that is under warranty. So they had me cut the power cord on the motor and send them a picture of the motor with the cord cut to ensure that I'm disposing of it. And I just did that today. So they're supposed to be sending me a new motor to put on there. I'll tell you this, though. I was a little concerned when I spoke with them, because when I explained to them that it had been a little over 12 months and it wasn't working, they pretty much made it sound like that was normal, and that those impellers last about that long, and that kind of discourages me a little for a $400 filter. But at least they're sending a new motor. At least we have the safety of running multiple canisters. So right now we're down a canister, not the end of the world. That's really why I wanted to set the filtration up with those multiple canisters for the redundancy. So yeah, we're running 3 right now. And when they send me the motor for that 4th one, I'll get it back up and running. Then we'll have 4. Still have this UV sterilizer over here that I installed going. I don't know if I could see a big difference. The water itself seems clear, but there's a lot of debris in the water. I don't know if you could see it on camera. And I really think that's because the canisters need to be cleaned. I mean, they've gone like damn near a year without being cleaned. So I need to quit being lazy and get on top of that. Which, now that I've broken that one down a couple times that I removed, I'm real familiar with breaking them down, and I feel like I got a good system down now. One of the things I was considering is, since I know that those FX6s have like a built-in purge valve at the bottom, I wouldn't want to use that on a regular basis because it's a plastic ball valve, and I wouldn't want to turn that on and off weekly because I feel like just that wear and tear over time would make me nervous. What I was considering is plumbing all of the purge valves into one manifold and going to a larger size, like 2-inch, and putting a union on that with a ball valve before it, of course. And I was thinking, if I had a configuration like that, when I do water changes, instead of putting something in the top and starting a siphon and sucking out with the pool hose, I would be able to connect, say, a 2-inch pool hose to the manifold and hit the ball valve to all 4 of the purge valves, like leave the ball valves open, and I would have another one that I plumbed after the manifold, and then, just open it up that way to drain. When I had the one big canister, that's what we had, a purge valve on that, and that's how I did water changes. I don't know, I've just been brainstorming ideas like that. I was kind of thinking I might get online and see if anyone had any, could brainstorm with me. But yeah, that's where we're at with this tank. And again, I apologize for the update with the the aquariums, that the lights are out. We have a crazy busy couple weeks. We're going on vacation after this week. There's not a day that I'm not working all day this week, so I wouldn't have been able to do this any other day. So waiting for the motor for that 4th FX6, gonna get that up and running. Then we're gonna clean some of these ones over here. That combined with the UV sterilizer, I really think we'll start to get this water crystal clear. Again, I think the water's clear. I think it's just a lot of debris from the mechanical filtration in those things. They're probably real dirty. I know you don't have to clean them like every month or anything, but 12 months I should have cleaned some of them by now. So I hope everyone has a good rest of the month. As always, thanks for watching. Sorry the updates have been a little sporadic lately. That's just how our schedule's been. Any questions, comments, anything, leave them in the comments. I love interacting with everyone. That's the whole point of this. That's what's fun for me. Interacting with other fish keepers, sharing the hobby. And until next update, I hope everyone has a good Thanksgiving. Signing off. Bye-bye.